Hi, this is Blumson. I'm just presenting my ESP allocated message for typography assignment. As you can see, I've got my poster that's been printed out here. We utilised the astral projection was my ESP that I had to use initially for my research. So what I came from there was 5 different concepts, and as a result of those concepts, I eventually came up with the festival name of Pure Trance. So in relation to just the poster that's been printed, this was an A2 print. I had this is in InDesign that it was done. I sent it to the printers with a 5mm bleed and a 5mm slug. It has been printed at a larger print, and I would generally, and you can't see it on here, but I had crop marks on there as well. So typically I would have cut the entire poster out in the black area, which would have been an A2 poster. For the purpose of one print, you can see that there was space left on each side of it. So what was the most interesting thing about this? Obviously astral projection is an area that I didn't know much about, but after doing a fair bit of research, it was interesting to see that my words that I came up really related to something to do with a dance festival. So as a result of that, the fonts that I've used are indicative of a trance situation. So there was a lot of repetition, and basically I wanted to convey the message of a festival having a lot of movement, a physical and mental change of state, which is normally associated with a dance festival and music. A night time is generally the time when they're held. I did test this on white backgrounds and it just did not work. I also play with the idea of utilising the font with shapes to indicate a movement, but from the perspective, I like simplicity, so I decided to go with repetition instead of lots of swirls or movements, etc. So it was a very interesting assignment, and once it got to the point where I could visualise all the information that we had to provide, with my particular typography and my layout, I find that there is movement through the trance area, but it's also very easy to read and understand, and the black and white just highlights the fact that it's something that's simple to read, etc. So I'm thinking the thing that probably does catch your eye is obviously the words that I've used is pure and trance. So pure, I needed to ensure that it was isolated as a clean line, simple, there was no decorative detail, it wasn't a serif font, it was a sans serif, and that followed through with the actual repetition of the word trance to indicate a bit of movement and a state of mind perhaps when you looked at the poster. So that is all, thank you.